Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Check this one out, a 2025 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. Hey, this is video number 2, and this is the interior overview. If you didn't see the exterior overview, watch for a link at the end of this video. That's one where I walked around the outside, talked about all the great exterior features. In this video, I'm going to dive inside and show you all the great stuff. Here we go. Let's get started on the driver's door. Look at the features here. So the door is all black, and it does have that red TRD stitching in here. This is all padded through here, so very comfortable armrest. Blacked out door handle. One touch up and down on all 4 windows. These switches are backlit. Power locks, power mirrors, and this is the power switch for bringing those mirrors in and out. Now you can set those up to go automatically in and out, or you can do it manually. A little bit of faux carbon fiber here on the door. We do have the 2 memory seats, so you can set it up for 2 different drivers for their positions, and that works with the keyless fobs. Storage cubby here, bottle holders there, and a speaker down here. And this does have your JBL audio speaker, so I'll show you some of the other speakers as we move along. In fact, here's your subwoofer down, or your amplifier right there underneath the driver's seat. Full power seats on both sides, so forward, backwards, up and down, power recliner, 2-way lumbar support, so in and out provides you with that extra support. The seats on here are cool as cool. Let me see if I can point out some of it. So red stitching, these are perforated, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's a camouflage pattern behind there, so really interesting as far as that goes. Leather seats, TRD Pro stitched into the backrest. In years past, it was always in the headrest, so they moved it down here, and then more of that red stitching in the headrest. You can see that the headrests are height adjustable, and then your seat belts are also height adjustable, so you can set that up for different size folks. And then there are some airbags here in the seat, so the seat airbags move with you to really give you the best safety. TRD Pro floor mats. These are really great, good, high quality floor mats. Over here we've got our cargo light for our tailgate, automatic high beams on and off, gas door, dimmer switch for your dash lights, trip and odometer, parking sensor on and off. You're going to use that when you tow, turn it off. Here's that light bar that we saw up front in previous video. You turn that on and off. Heated steering wheel and 120 volt AC. That's going to give you power in the back seat and in the cargo area in the back there. Hood release is going to be down here. Dead pedal for your foot, rest your foot. Notice we have the aluminum brake and accelerator pedals there as well. Nice touch. And then your steering wheel is tilt telescoping, but it is manual. It's not a power tilt telescoping like you'd see on the Capstone edition. Nice big handle to get in this bad boy, and that's what I'm going to do now. There's going to be a lot to cover in this video. I'm guessing it'll be 12 to 15 minutes, so let's get going here. A lot of features up front, but the first thing I want to point out is just how much space is up front. Look at how wide this center console is. We'll get there, but wow, a lot of room. If you're tall and you need a lot of leg room, check this out. You're going to be able to do just fine here, because I can't even reach the pedals when the seat's all the way back. So if you're a tall person, if you're a 6-footer plus, great option for you. I'm just going to move the seat forward so I can reach everything. Notice the steering wheel does have the TRD red leather band up here. This is a leather wrap perforated steering wheel, and then down here we've got the TRD badging as well. This looks very similar to what I saw in the Tacoma TRD Pro. So lots of great features. This is a heated steering wheel. We've got controls over here for our cruise control, dynamic radar cruise control, lane tracing assist, road sign detection, all kinds of good stuff going on right there. And then over on this side is where we find all of our buttons for, let me turn that down a little bit, for our Bluetooth connectivity for our smartphone. We can change the stations, raise the volume on the sound system, if you will. And then these controls are going to control the gauge cluster up front, the information that's available up there for you. Of course, we have a driver's side airbag. We have electronic power steering. On this side are the windshield wipers. So front windshield wipers with intermittent settings, rear wipers with intermittent settings. So you're going to really enjoy having those. They also have sprayer on the back for the washer wiper. clean the window. Over on this side, fog light controls are going to be right here. They only work in the low beam, but just turn them on there. Here we've got auto on and off for our headlights. We also have daytime running lights. And then this one does have that light bar up front. A light bar only works in high beams. Fog lights only work in low beams. So just keep that in mind. On purpose, I'm sure. Take a look at the gauge cluster. So this is a gorgeous gauge cluster. Watch closely as I fire her up. So the background there displayed a national park, and I think there's 4 different national parks that will display. It kind of alternates between the 4. And take a look at the gauge cluster. It's all electronic, so this is literally a computer screen. In the center we've got, well, I'm set up for tach, but you can set it up for the speedometer if you want. See, there's your tach, a digital speedometer, outside temperature. You've got your battery, amp, your oil pressure, your gas gauge, your engine temperature, and a litany of information you can switch over. If you use these controls right here, a person can go ahead and toggle through and take a look at different settings here on the left-hand side. So it's easy to go through and set up all your own settings. There's a compass in there, of course your trip meter, all of that's there. Probably easier to see when you visit the dealership, but definitely an attractive, very clear, easy to read gauge cluster. Let's head over to the center stack. So there's 4 of these vents, 2 in the middle and then 2 on the outside. You can see Toyota across the dashboard there. Largest screen Toyota offers. This is a 14-inch touchscreen. There's only 1 physical button. That's your on and off in your volume right there. I'll turn it on. It does have navigation standard. I'm not going to be able to show you all of that right now, but you have AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, wireless Apple CarPlay, Alexa, and Android compatibility. Backup camera is awesome on this thing, so check that out. You've got multiple. Actually, you probably can't see it. Let me see if I can adjust my lens. There we go. So I've got this circular polarizer that shuts it out, but there you go. It's back. Big bold screen. You've got path projection on here. Here's your 360 overview. You can go down here and you can change the cameras, whatever cameras you want. Looks like there might be streaming as well. Interesting. Didn't know that. So different perspectives, which is awesome for trailer towing, or if you're doing that off-road driving as well. There's all kinds of interesting stuff there. Stop by the Toyota store and I'm sure they'll walk you through all those great features. But really a fantastic system there for sure. Built for towing, this one, because it's got the towing upgrade package. Down here we've got the red start button for TRD, and here's your trailer brake controls and your gain for your trailer braking if you have that type of a trailer. Heating and air conditioning controls across here. So we have heated seats up front, both front seats, ventilated seats on both. We've got front window defrost, of course, rear window defrost, and when I tap this button, it also warms up the outside mirrors and gets all the ice and snow off of that for you. Let me turn this off here. And then over here, there's a USB-C port. So the beginning of the places that you get to charge this thing up. There's plenty of them. Let's dive in and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, your shifter, TRD branded, leather wrapped. We're just going to move that out of the way so I can show you some stuff up here. Turn the seat down a little bit. So here's your trailer controls. Here's 360 view. Watch what happens when I tap this. So let's see, go. Is it going to go? Go. Oh, I expected to do a perimeter scan. I must be doing something wrong, but that's the idea. Down here is our traction control on and off. Here's our 4 ways. Here's our rear differential, lock and unlock if we want to go ahead and do that. Parking brake hold. It's an electronic parking brake. Wireless charging for your smartphone. You just drop it in there, it holds it in place, and it'll charge it up. And then there's room down here for odds and ends. I mentioned the automatic transmission. Cup holder. This is kind of a faux carbon fiber, but there's 2 places in there for cups. And then we get into the off-road stuff. It's just, the controls are amazing on this and what it can do. So, I'm sorry, turn that off too much. Let me turn this back on just a little bit. Okay, 4-wheel drive is here. It's push button. You just push and slide it into whatever mode you want. Drive modes, that's going to be your eco, normal, and sport modes. Tow haul mode, of course. And then down here we have MTS, multi-train select. So if I push that and I turn it on, Why is it not turning on? Do I need to be in four-wheel drive? Yep, I need to be in four-wheel drive. Now I can go to the multi-terrain, select, transfer in for MTS is not available. Okay, so now we've got it in four-wheel drive. Now I've got my drive, downhill assist, crawl mode. MTS is going to take me into that multi-terrain select mode. Let me put that in here. And that's that off. For some reason, I'm not getting it to work. Anybody know? Anybody know the problem? Let me know what the problem is. For some reason, it's not going on for me. I'm sure there's something I don't know and I'm doing wrong. Feel free in the comments to straighten me out. Armrest, more of the red stitching. Huge armrest. Storage compartment here. Storage compartment with a lid up here. Same finishes we saw down here. This opens up, so if you just want to reach inside and get stuff out, you can do that. Or you can hit the, sorry about that, you can hit the release right here, pop it open, and now you have full access inside here. And there are some USB charging ports right there, USB-C, USB-A, coin holder, and they actually make a safe you can put in there as well if you're doing like a concealed carry or you want to put your pocketbook in there. Then there's a light way back here. You can't see it now, but it lights it up at night so you're not looking into a black hole. There's also a release on this side for the passenger. Take a look at the passenger seat, identical to the driver's seat, right? We've got a passenger assist handle there, which you're going to need on this because this thing sits up high. There's, I mentioned the Toyota badging. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to show you up here, this area. So there's a storage cubby, but there's a 12 volt here. So if you want to set up a GoPro or you want to set up your radar detector, you can plug it in right there. There's a speaker up in the A pillar actually on both sides. That's part of the JBL audio system. Of course, there's an airbag in the dash. There's a curtain airbag, and then there's a side airbag in the seat, just like on the driver's seat. Take a look down at your glove box. It does have a locking glove box, and it's quite large. The books aren't in there right now, but they will be when you buy a new one. You'll get the owner's books, of course. Whew, a lot to talk about. All right, so I mentioned sunroof. It has a power shade, slides open, and it goes all the way back there. So it really brings in a lot of light. And then you have a tilt sunroof and a sliding sunroof as well. When you open that up, boy, it really brings a lot of extra light inside the vehicle. Good stuff. Lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. Visors can be adjusted in and out like so. And then over here, this is a lot, so I hope you're appreciating all these features. Wow. So sunroof controls here, power tailgates here, rear, the shade open and close. SOS, that's when you are out on the road and you need help. Hit that. Toyota will give you that roadside assistance for 2 years. Lights, sunglass holder, and then the very top of the line rear view mirror. This rear view mirror is awesome. Hopefully you can see it, but it uses a camera in the back and then projects what it's seeing up here. So if you've got people in the back seat loaded down with cargo, you don't have that blind spot. And then if you want to go old school, you just flip the switch. Also underneath here are switches for your garage doors, so you have that home link system. I'm telling you, these things are loaded. There's so much to cover. Hopefully I didn't miss a whole lot. If you have an answer to this question, why I couldn't get multi-terrain select to come on, please add it in the comments. I really appreciate your help with that. And then let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. Before we jump in the back seat, just a quick look at the door. In the bright sunshine, you can probably see that red stitching. Identical to the front door, but it does have an additional speaker up here and then one down there. And then we have the privacy shade here, which is really great if you put your kiddos in the back in their car seats. That can add some extra protection from the sun. It's quite the leap up in here. Passenger assist handle right here, and you jump up and away you go. Now inside the back here, tell you with that shade open, it's really great. I'm just gonna, let me reach up here, I'll pop that open again. The reason I like to open it is it brings so much extra light in the back seat as I'm doing my videos. Check out the legroom here. Ton of legroom. Holy cats. Lots of room on the pockets on the backs of both seats. cup holders, vents. Check this out. They have their own heating and air conditioning system back here, so the backseat passengers can adjust it to whatever they like. That's awesome. USB-A, USB-C, 12 volt, 120 volt, 400 watt. So you've got plenty of places to plug in. Again, floor mats in the back. What else we got back here? Vents, lights, handles, coat hooks, kinds of stuff. Notice the seats fold down. Let me show you that real quick. Let me jump out. Try not to hurt myself. There you go. Okay, so to get in, check this out. There's a step right there on both sides, so it makes it easy. Hit this switch, and up and out of the way it goes. And then you can climb up in there. Now you think I'm going to jump in there? You're right, I am. Here we go. Back seat. There's some handles right here, so they can slide back and forth. Great feature. Power recliners, power fold down, storage cubbies, cup holders, shades. Check that out. So there's a shade on here, just like it was on the front doors. Cool stuff. Vents, lights, coat hooks. Folding headrest, 60/40. So you can just drop down this seat. Let's see if I can get it to work. Here we go. How's that? You gonna go? Look at that. Cool stuff, huh? Same thing over on this side. Power recliners, USB-C charging port right there. Same thing with the shades, vents, lights, coat hooks. If you want to fold this seat all the way down, there's a switch right here. Let's see if I can get it to go. There it goes. Did you see the headrest drop down on that? Really easy to get it down. There's also one for this one. Let's go ahead and hit that. You gonna go? Gonna go? For some reason it doesn't like me, but it does go up and down, so you can fold this whole thing down. Notice there's some speakers here as well, so they're going to get good sound quality in the back seat on this. Let's go ahead and jump in the trunk. So that is a power liftgate, and it does have a kick sensor down underneath to open and close it. Just wanted to get started with it open. Let's take a look underneath the tailgate. There's a couple features. Speakers right here, which make this an awesome tailgate ride with that JBL audio system. Push button up and down right here. Here's your information about the rapid kick. It's also programmable, so you can set up different heights for it to be able to go up and down, so if you put it in your garage it doesn't get damaged. Tethers for your child safety seats are going to be right there. Again, more switches back here. I do not know why that seat didn't go all the way down. Maybe I need to have this back. So these seats can be slid forward and backwards right here. And then of course they both go down. There's a shelf set up here, so there's 3 different heights. And then you can take this little shelf here. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Take the shelf, and then I can position the shelf at different levels. I'm not gonna be able to do it with one hand, so I'll just slide that in there. But you get the point. You can go up and down with different levels. And then underneath here, this panel is where your jack and your toolkit's gonna be. Also, we have tie downs in the corners. So lots of little features in the back, but take a look. I've got this seat folded down. Look at how much room there is in this Sequoia. You'll be able to put a air mattress if you're doing an overnight or maybe even doing a weekend camping trip. If you want to sleep in your vehicle, it's going to be super easy in this one. And then, as I mentioned, it does have the power liftgate. We'll hit that, and that'll come down out of the way. There's a button up on the dashboard. You can kick it, and there's also a button on your keyless remote. So that's a quick look at the interior on this TRD Pro from Toyota. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And again, watch for a link at the end for the exterior video. Thanks for watching.